With the introduction of Sumeru, we're also going to be getting our final Genshin Impact element, Dendro, and from what Hoyoverse has already shown us, we know that it not only reacts with Hydro, but also reacts with Electro. Hi, my name is Blossums and welcome to another Genshin Impact video, and before we get into things, I wanted to thank all of you for getting the channel to 2,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough, and it's really heartwarming to see the channel actually grow, as I'd really enjoy making this content and couldn't do it without all of you. So thank you to all of you, but we got important things to talk about, just namely how Electro Charge is about to get pretty crazy. First off, it's very noteworthy to talk about the fact that Electro Charge is already a very good team composition. Taser comps are a favorite of many players, and they often are able to clear Spiral Abyss with a lot of ease. They don't have that much of a problem. Usually they only have a problem if maybe it's all like cryo applied enemies or something, so then you can't actually get your Electro Charge off. But overall, they are already a very strong team composition, and they're only getting an addition to their potential capabilities in the fact that they are going to be interacting both with Dendro. We've seen that Hydro and Dendro interact and produce a seed, and we've also seen that Electro can interact with said seed to what seemingly is dealing damage to said character. I'm sure we're going to have more details about this by the time this video comes out, as I'm probably posting this while I'm on vacation, and the live stream is in a couple of days at the time of recording here, so unfortunately this might be a little bit behind, but we do know that these are all interacting, and it's simply adding to what Electro Charge is already doing. And Electro Charge has been good since 1.6 for the most part, just because of the fact that they increase the effectiveness of Elemental Mastery to the actual reaction. And this particularly is important because these reactions with Dendro are also likely going to scale off of Elemental Mastery, so the stat that we're already investing in for these teams is getting amplified even more and getting a potential reaction. And the only detriment to this really is the fact that this may interrupt some of our Electro Charge. I don't think it will, but there is the possibility that maybe the application of your Electro Charge is too quick and maybe Dendro doesn't keep up in a suitable way. I don't think that's going to be a problem, as I said, and I think it's likely we're going to be able to see two elements of either Dendro and Hydro over their head, or like Dendro and Electro simultaneously, meaning you could probably react off of both of those. Hopefully that would be really cool, but for the most part, I don't think it's going to be a bad combination at all. In fact, I think it's going to be really good and honestly surpass Vaporize and Melt in the end. And that's just because Electro Charge has never been responsible for the quote-unquote big damage number that you're going to see on some sort of thumbnail, but has always had good overall damage, and this is going to be amplified even further. And due to that amplification, I think these are really going to be extremely strong teams. Now, the same could be said for Pyro units, as they're going to be interacting with Dendro too, but I have a feeling the Electro Charge or Electro and Hydra variants of Dendro reactions are going to be better, just because we were already worrying about Elemental Mastery in the first place, and according to some rumors, Dendro is going to have a lot to do with Elemental Mastery and amplifying it and having something to do with it. So it seems like this is going to be added even further into what Electro Charge was already trying to do, and assisting it even further, which is just incredible. Not to mention, there has been some rumors about the fact that Hydro is getting a resonance buff. Its Hydro resonance is going to get buffed, which means they're going to be even stronger, and that's incredible too. This is really setting itself up to look like it is going to be a very strong team combination of doing a ton of different reactions between Electro Charged and the Bloom effect and what is the Quicken, or like I don't know, the Electro and Dendro one. And hopefully we're going to be able to take advantage of that as much as possible. I really do think these teams are about to pop off, and there are plenty of characters to choose from, especially lately. We've only been getting better and better Electro and Hydro units like Yai Miko, Raiden Shogun, Yelan, Kokomi. They're all fantastic, and we're only getting more. So I do have a feeling these teams are going to get pretty strong, and I think maybe you should be formulating some Electro Charge team comps you like yourself. Characters like Fischl and Beto are also going to be great additions to this as well, I am sure. So there's a lot of variety to choose from, and you can kind of use whoever you want. My personal Electro Charge team that I like using a lot right now is Kokomi, Yai Miko, Raiden Shogun, and Yelan. It's just a very fun team overall, and I can just replace one of these characters with a Dendro unit, and I'm sure it's going to be fine in allowing them to deal a ton of different amounts of damage, especially characters like Yai Miko, who does scale off of elemental mastery with her kit inherently. I think is going to be a phenomenal pick for Dendro, along with somebody like Kuki Shinobu, who is our only Electro healer, who happens to scale with elemental mastery, which I don't think is an accident. But yeah, as I said, I think these teams are going to be really good, and I wanted to get you thinking and potentially get you excited about how good these are going to be, because this is my personal favorite team composition right now. Electrocharge has been my favorite for a while now, and it's about to get that much more interesting and that much better, so I'm very excited for Dendro and Sumeru around the corner for that sole purpose alone. And hopefully I brought this to your attention, made you think about it too, because I think it's going to be a ton of fun. But that's going to be about it for the video. I just wanted to talk briefly about how I think Dendro is just going to make these team combinations really good, and I'm very excited to see how that plays out. And hopefully the idea that I'm proposing here isn't irrelevant by the time the live stream comes out. But other than that, I wanted to thank you guys again for getting us to 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I couldn't be more excited for the addition of Dendro and what it's going to offer to the game. But I don't want to take too much of your time. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I hope to see you guys in the next video. I'll catch you later. Peace.